Hello and welcome to Season 1 of the Beam AI Racing Championship. The championship is made up of 9 races, races 1 through 8 being class style races, with the winner of each of those races going through to race in the series final in race 9. Before each race there will be a qualifying round where each car gets its own turn on the track to set its best time, with the best time determining the car's placement in Heat 1, with the car's placement at the end of each heat determining their grid positions in the heat that follows. This continues until there is one car left, with the slowest car or the first car to wreck being eliminated. If more than one car wrecks in one heat, there will be a tiebreaker to decide which car is eliminated and which one goes through. With all this said, let's head over to Buster and Boots to get the race started. Hello! I'm Buster.
And I'm Boots.
And we're back for the first race of the season. After all the qualifying was done and dusted.
Yeah, it was done and it was quite a show. We saw a bit of a rivalry between the Pessimer and my boy Lance in the Moonhawk.
Yeah, that was quite interesting, and I'm sure they will be at each other's throats during this race too. As we run through each of the heats, I think they will be the two cars to look out for.
Yeah, and Lance, I think he's going to show us how it's done. I think he's got the heavy car, he's got the power. I think on the straightaways, he's gonna show us what sort of power he's got.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because the contrast is perhaps the lighter cars will do better on the jump and control perhaps and around the bends.
Well, yeah, you say, but perhaps with the heavier cars means that perhaps they won't fly off into orbit as they go over the ramp.
True, so let's just time will tell. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, my money is on Lance in the Moonhawk for sure, or the Pasto.
Wait, so you're going to have two favourite cars then, have you? You've got 2 favourite cars?
Yes, yeah, that'll be fine.
Well, good for you. But I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting one. We've got a mixture of cars. We've got some heavy powerful American cars. And then we've got some lighter European and Japanese cars in the mix. So I think we're waiting for the marshal to kick off.
I think he's about ready to get things started.
The Covet's in first place because the Covet did a time of 29.02, which is the track record.
Yeah, it is, but I think he cheated.
How do you suppose he cheated?
I don't know, but I think he somehow managed to fudge the times. And yes, Bruce, come on, yeah, give me some. Yeah, Bruce is going to go all the way.
Man, you do love Bruce, don't you?
Yeah, like I said before, me and Bruce are best buddies.
Yeah, I bet you are.
No, we're best buddies. We go way back, like I was saying before.
I know. And now we were talking about the conflict of interest too, remember?
Yes. Oh, and I know the Covet. You know he's like got that black hood. Well, I heard that it's just electrical tape, and he spent all Sunday laying the electrical tape down.
Really? Do you reckon that's what he did? It looks like he spent a lot of time and effort on that with the bucket seats. So I doubt it's electrical tape, but we'll see what happens. Oh, here we go. We're starting. Here we go. Yep, we're off to a good start. The Covet is pulling away.
Yeah, it is. He is with his electrical tape.
Well, what happened? Whoa, okay, so we're on board with the Pessimer to try and get a better idea of what happened. Something crazy went wrong. I'm not sure what it was. Oh, Bruce and his Barstow. Your mate Bruce, he went straight into the tyres.
No, he didn't. He was pushed into the tyres. That's what happened.
Well, nonetheless, he still hit the tyres, and it looks like there was some kind of catapult action, and that poor Piccolina went onto 2 wheels, and I think that's going to cost the Piccolina massively. Look, you can see in slow motion the catapult action, which knocks the Piccolina flying. Unfortunately, I think Bruce was after the Pessimer, not the Piccolina. He got a P, but he got the wrong guy.
What do you mean he got a P? What are you talking about? That's insane.
Oh, wait. Looks like the 200BX is losing a bumper and the Covet was on its side. We need another replay to see what happened. It looked like the Moonhawk managed to spin the Covet out and knock it on its side. And there's more hectic stuff happening. The I-Series spun out, which allowed the Sunburst to fly through. And it looks like there's a cluster of cars here.
Yeah, everyone's ganging up. Everyone's ganging up on Bruce. And I think perhaps Lance was trying to help Bruce get free, but The Pessimer snuck through.
Yes, he did. Oh, we're on board now with the 200BX coming around this bend. Oh, how did he not see that? I'm sure Hans in the I-Series is not happy. Oh my goodness, it's all going wrong.
Yeah, it is all going wrong, and the Pessimer snuck through and managed to get out. And I think somehow he planned that. He planned this pile-up, and he's managed to sneak through. How did he even manage that?
All right, calm down. I'm sure that wasn't the Pessimer's ultimate plan, but there was all the cars were included in that pile-up, weren't they? Okay, the Sunburst is in first place with the bumpers hanging off in hot pursuit. Yeah, Bruce is in hot pursuit of the Sunburst. Meanwhile, Hans in his I-Series is having all sorts of trouble. Oh my goodness, these tyres there are causing everyone trouble, aren't they? The BX spun out, the Pessimer hit the BX. Meanwhile, Bruce is flying gracefully, and he's trying to drift, but I think it's cut. Oh, wait a minute.
Here goes Lance. He has not given up. My boy Lance, he's my brother from another mother.
Your brother from another mother? Do people still say that?
Yes, they do, and I just said it.
Oh dear, look at the I-Series. Is that German engineering? Look, he's managed to make it through.
Do you mean, are you trying to say that it's been made badly because the wheel's hanging off?
No, it's the contrast, actually. Somehow, with the wheel half hanging off, he still made it. And this is what American engineering, it's smoking, it's a smoke machine.
No, but it's built to last. It's like the T800, it's like a Terminator. It's not going to give up, and it's coming. It's coming for the Pessimer. Meanwhile, Bruce in his Barstow is ticking along. And I think that's quite a feat. He managed to cross the line.
So the Piccolina and the Covet didn't manage to finish the race. So whilst all the cars are lined up here, we have a tiebreaker between the Piccolina and the Covet.
Yeah, these Mickey Mouse cars, they can't even do a proper lap, can they? These Mickey Mouse cars, Toy Town cars, they're not good for anything.
Oh, don't be so harsh. Look, these cars, I've got a soft spot for the Piccolina. Oh no, the Piccolina has managed to get stuck on one of the two BX's bumpers. Meanwhile, the Covet has spun out and knocked those tyres again, giving the Piccolina a chance to regain that place. But I think the Piccolina has managed to somehow get glued to that BX bumper, which is costing the Piccolina massively.
Yeah, so the Covet has managed to squeeze through.
And oh no, he was on the home run, and somehow he seems to, the replay is showing he's just managed to clip the tyres there, which gives the Piccolina a chance to catch up. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be able to. The Covet has crossed the line. No, it's not. My mistake. No, we have another lap. It felt like 2 laps to me.
Yeah, well, you don't really know what you're talking about, Buster, do you? It's about time you started to pay more attention.
Oh, I am trying. I'm getting caught up with all this action. What can I say? So the Covet has spun out yet again. It seems that the rear end had bounced up. All that weight on the front wheels, he had lost his steering and couldn't quite control it and hit those tyres yet again. Whilst he tries to J-turn out.
Yep, and the Piccolina is coming up fast and quick.
Yeah, but the Covet now is... Oh, the Piccolina's flying nicely, but bouncing everywhere. I do have a soft spot for that car. I think the Piccolina's a great car, and the Covet spun out again. Well, this is getting quite interesting. And... But see, the Covet is... I've got a soft spot for the Covet. And if you look in the stand over there, you can see my girlfriend standing there with a massive sign saying, Piccolina or bust, because she does seem to love that little car. And it's spun out again. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm going to have to tell my girlfriend that the Piccolina is going to be eliminated because the Covet has managed to cross that line. Yep. So the Piccolina, has been eliminated. Cue the music.
Yes.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
A duet with Boots and I. Yeah, we'll be the next big thing. We'll be on top of the pops.
His top of the pops isn't a thing anymore.
Kicking off for Heat 2. 2 of 7. We have 7 cars on board with the Covet in last place. And the Covet's got a lot of work to do. It's got a lot of big cars to get through.
Yeah, he doesn't have a chance. All these cars twice the size of it, you know, and we've got the two big Yank tanks. The Barstow, my boy Bruce, is in first place.
Somehow the Covet's managed to make up some spaces. There's a bit of dodgy stuff going on between the 200BX and the Pessima.
The Pessima picks a fight with everyone.
Yep, meanwhile the Moonhawk is in last place at the moment, with the Barstow in first place, followed by the Sunburst, then the I-Series, and oh dear, the Covet seems to have conked out. What is going on? The Barstow is just in front of the Sunburst. As just oh, whoa! Something went wrong on that jump, and the Sunburst managed to spin the Barstow out.
That was a cheeky manoeuvre. That was an illegal manoeuvre.
Wait, it looks like the BX and the Moonhawk have got something going on, but the Sunburst came round and split them up. So there's a bit of a mixture now. Whoa, what happened? The 200BX had just caught the Sunburst awkwardly on board for the replay. You can see what happened from the driver's perspective. Just went up that jump and caught the roof of the Sunburst, which sent it off in a spin. Luckily, though, he managed to get onto the wheels, but I don't think that's going to be good enough. Yep, so the Barstow is pulled up in third place, followed by the Covet in fourth, Pessima in fifth, and now the Moonhawk looks like, unless anything crazy goes wrong, the Moonhawk is going to make it through. Yep, and the BX is going to be eliminated. As the Moonhawk crosses the line, a dominoes effect.
Dominoes effect. Cue the music.
Managed to do that. They've made it look new again. I don't know. So this is, whoa! What is going on? There was no need for that.
Yes, there was. There was absolute need for that.
What are you saying? Why? What? How can you justify that kind of behaviour?
Well, I think the Pessima deserved that.
Meanwhile, the Covet has been caught up and spun out. Oh dear, there was some friendly fire there, wasn't there, between the two American cars?
Yeah, you see, they were trying to work together, but unfortunately they got a bit too close. At least they managed to somehow dent up the Pessima.
Yeah. Oh no! And the poor old Covet came round the bend and got the brunt of it at the end. It seems. So the Sunburst is in first place, followed by the Pessima.
Yeah, that Pessima's cheating. I don't like him at all.
Followed by the I-Series, the Moonhawk, and then the Covet in last place. This is turning out to be extremely interesting. The Sunburst is flying beautifully. The Pessima, the I-Series, followed by the Moonhawk and the Covet. But I'm not seeing the Barstow anywhere. We need to find out what happened to the Barstow. Wait a minute. No, I see the Barstow in the distance there. The I-Series is jumping over with some smashed up wings, front quarter panels. All the cars are looking pretty smashed up, aren't they?
Yeah, I think there's been some kind of... Well, that was close. There's been a conspiracy. I think I saw the Pessima driver putting something into the Barstow's petrol tank.
Do you really think... Did you manage to catch him? Do you have any evidence of that to back up what you're saying?
No, but he did. I saw him putting Coca-Cola in the petrol tank.
Well, why didn't you stop him?
Well, you see, because I didn't think it was my place to sort of get involved.
Well, the Pessima crosses the line looking pretty smashed up, followed by the Covet, and it looks like now that the Barstow has been eliminated, but we need to figure out, get a replay and see what happened. We don't know what happened to the Barstow yet.
Yeah, you see, what's happened here is someone has put Coca-Cola in the petrol tank.
Is that what you reckon? It looks like he's just lost all drive and he's desperately trying to get moving, but he's just stuck up against that barrier. There's no drive. It's unusual.
What? I told you it was the Pessima. He sabotaged the Barstow and somehow managed to get it to conk out.
I don't know. I can't say. I can't confirm nor deny. But another one bites the dust. So the Barstow is out, and again the mechanics have done wonders.
Yes, they've made it look beautiful again.
So heat 4 of 7 with 5 cars remaining, with the Sunburst still in first place, followed by the I-Series, the Moonhawk, the Pessima, and then the Covet in last place.
Yep, so my money now is on the Moonhawk. I am hoping that Lance brings this home, you see, because he's in first place. My boy's in first place, and he's going to do it. He's going to show these Japanese and European cars how it's done.
What happened here? It looks like the Pessima has been spun out. We've had the replay show us what happened here. There seems to have been a bit of a connection between the Sunburst and the Pessima. As they touched, somehow the Pessima got spun out and it also slowed the Sunburst down. So the Pessima now, with his bumper hanging off, is doing his best to try to regain a space. Because don't forget, the person in last place in each heat gets knocked out. The I-Series is right up against the Moonhawk. Meanwhile, at the back of the pack, the Pessima is undressing itself.
Yeah, because he's cheating again. He's trying to lose weight to be able to catch up with everyone else. But Lance is in first place, and Lance has done it. Lance has done it, and I knew he would. And he's going to take it all the way. I'm waiting for Heat 7. He is going to win.
There was a bit of a connection there. We're cueing the music for the Pessima has bit the dust. And so we're back. Okay, Heat 5 of 7 with 4 cars remaining.
Yep, the Moonhawk is still in first place, and I expect him to stay in first place. I don't think any of these rices and these I don't know, Mediterranean food. I don't know what it really pasta burners and rice burners. They haven't got a scratch on the Moonhawk.
Yep. So we've got 2 Japanese cars and we have a German car, the I-Series, but something went wrong here. The looks like a combination of the Covet and the Sunburst managed to spin out Hans in his I-Series, and as much as that's a formidable car, that I-Series is now last place, and unless something unprecedented happens, Lance is going to be knocked out. Yeah, I think Lance is going to be knocked out. The Sunburst is in last place. Well, I mean, you know. Well, what happened? What's happened? So now Lance can't see where he's going. We're on board with the Moonhawk. He can't see where he's going. The Covet is up behind the Moonhawk. He's managed to spin it out. He's done a pit maneuver on the Moonhawk, and
whoa! And then the Sunburst comes in and smacks. Oh well, at least Lance got him knocked back. At least he tried to fight back.
What? There's an upset. Even though Lance couldn't see where he's going, he managed to pull up in front of the Sunburst. So that, yeah, the Sunburst has been a strong competitor, but unfortunately has been knocked out. Cue the music.
Another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust.
So that's another one out, and we're now down to 3 cars. And there was, I was expecting the 2 Japanese cars and the American car to make it through, but there was a bit of an upset, and whoa! The I-Series, after being a bit of an underdog, has got a fighting spirit. The German has got a fighting spirit, and he managed to spin out the Covet to get himself second place. Yep, the Covet is trailing behind, but he's jumped nicely. But whoa, the I-Series has spun out as a very unexpected event, which means that the Covet now is up to second place, and if the Covet can hold second place, he will not be eliminated. On board with the Covet.
Yeah, and his electrical tape front bumper.
Bumper? Do you mean bonnet?
Yeah, I mean, well, both. I think he's got electrical tape holding his bumper on as well.
Well, there has been a lot of cars getting smashed up, so it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, the Covet has spun out, but the question is, how far away is Hans in his I-Series? Okay, there is some time. So the Covet driver, so the Moonhawk manages to cross the line for the win. Meanwhile, now there's a battle for second place. The I-Series has managed to regain control, and he's spun out again. So the Covet is coming for second place.
Yep. Okay. So let's get rid of the German car now. We've just got the Moonhawk is going to do it.
So we're back now for the final heat, 7 of 7, with 2 cars remaining.
And I saw that. The marshals had to put the Covet back because he was trying to cheat.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Covet was a bit too far forward and he did reverse. But this is interesting because it looks to me that the Covet is doing better around the bends. Well, maybe, but I think the Moonhawk has the power to pull away on the straights. So this will be interesting. There's power and weight against, well, against not so much weight, I suppose. I don't know what the technical term would be, but he's flying there. They both flew over the jump, and the Covet's still trailing, but it looks like so we're going to see the replay to see what happened here. It looks like the Moonhawk has lost control and left himself wide open, and the Covet managed to sneak in on the inside. You can see that he smacks that ground quite hard, and I think then right at that point, the bumper is literally on the ground, and bouncing up and down. And I think that meant that it was very hard for Lance to control himself as he was coming out of that jump. And but it looks like the Covet, being lighter and stiff suspension, didn't have that trouble.
So we're over this jump. Come on, Lance, you can do this. You can do this. Oh, he's trying. I think Lance is trying too hard, and he's lost control again as the back end has come up. And you can see this screenshot here. Look, the suspension's stretched out fully, and that back down, smashing into the ground. It meant it was extremely hard for Lance to control himself.
Yeah, I think it's partly to do with the travel on the suspension. You see, earlier on, when it bounced up, the suspension was stretched out to full travel, and perhaps because the suspension isn't that tough, isn't that stiff like it is for some of the other cars, with all that weight, it's sort of grounding out, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe, but I really thought Lance would have a good chance here, and I really thought that he was going to show these European and these Japanese guys how it's done. But oh well, he should have won that. He was cheated. I think the Pessima guy had bodged his his hood, which meant it popped up and he couldn't see where he was going.
Another one bites the dust. So we've got the music playing because there has been another elimination, a final elimination. The Gavril Moonhawk has been eliminated, meaning that the Covet has came in as the winner, and it was quite a...
Wait, who did those graphics? They look extremely cheesy. Can we get another graphics person in for the next race, because the graphics look pretty cheesy.
Well, I suppose it probably did. It looked a little bit cheesy, and we'll try and get a new graphics person in. So he's doing the victory lap, probably a bit overzealous on that jump, and he's lost control.
Yeah, he's just showing off. He tried to show off. He couldn't control it, and I think he blagged it. I think partially the Pessima driver had sabotaged the American cars.
Why do you really think that's what happened?
Well, yeah, of course, because the American cars should have dominated in this, but for some reason, this toy car has won.
Wait, what's going on? Okay, I've just been advised by the marshal that we're having a destruction derby as a final round.
Yes, the Covet deserved that. The Covet deserved it.
But why did he deserve it? He won fair and square.
But I just think that he cheated. I think the other Japanese cars, they conspired against the American cars, and I think they sabotaged. One car had Sprite put in it.
Sprite? I thought you said it was Coca-Cola someone put in the petrol tank.
Well, it was either Sprite or orange juice, I don't know what it was, but the Barstow lost all drive.
Well, that's a great excuse, I must admit. 10 out of 10 for imagination on that one.
Well, no, but I think that's what I think. I think that's what happened. I think he lost all drive, and otherwise, there's no reason why he just lost drive like that.
Yeah, but there could have been a technical reason. The jump, takes its toll on the engine, takes its toll on the drive shaft, the drivetrain, the chassis.
Well, possibly, but the Pessima driver definitely sabotaged the Barstow.
Well, that was a good jump, wasn't it?
It was all right.
What do you mean it was all right? The car is falling apart, yet he is still trying to perform.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit bored of this car now.
Why are you bored of this car? I think it's a great little car. I think it done well. It fought of adversity. Whoa, that was a close one. That was almost a 3-car pile-up then. He's lost control. Understeer. Oh no. Okay, now he's been pinned to the wall. Okay, so here comes the Barstow and the Moonhawk. They are not letting the Covet get off that easy.
No, it doesn't appear that they are, does it?
No, but so there you go. So the Covet has made it through. The Covet will be back in race 9. Make sure you tune in for the qualifying for the next race, which will be the drag tuned. Yeah, I think that will be interesting. We'll wait and see what cars we have.
I think Bruce might be back, because I think Bruce also has a drag-tuned Barstow.
Does he now? So we'll have another chance then. And I think you can keep rooting for the Barstow in the next race then. I think that would be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I really thought these big, heavy American cars were going to do it.
Yeah, I thought they had a chance. But I think it comes down to the fact that these slightly lighter cars with stiff suspension seem to just deal with that jump better.
Maybe, but I'm still gutted. I think there's been a conspiracy against these guys. I think someone had put pineapple juice in the petrol tank of the Barstow.
Pineapple juice now. Okay, whilst Boots and I take our arguments elsewhere, we're just finishing up for the first race. Make sure you stay tuned for race 2. We'll see you in the next one.